Hi, family. Welcome to Growth Series episode 17 on GGM Orientation Hub. Today, briefly, we are looking at knowing when not to help. Knowing when not to help is an addition to the help series we started sometime back 3 weeks or 2 weeks ago. Knowing when not to help. Now, listen. Make sure your support for them do not sink you, but rather you stay afloat even in your support so that others will stay afloat. That is it. Listen to the last point I will make here in this video. Now watch the full video on YouTube and also on TikTok on GGM Orientation Hub. Now let's go. Knowing when not to help. As I stated, do not let your support sink you, but make sure you stay afloat so that you also let others stay afloat. We are to help, yes. Bible says give, they support the needy, do this, do this, do this. But in fact, even God doesn't even answer all our prayers and right at all times. He knows when and how. And we are human, we have a limitation. We can't do everything. We have our part to play. So today, I want to delve into just 4 things. Knowing when, the things we should know when in help, so that we don't even offer help at that point at all. Number 1, when you can't afford it. If you can't afford it, don't try to be a man pleaser to kill yourself. Don't try to be a man pleaser to just go to an extent of going in for loans and going in for this and going for this. Especially when someone, especially in our part of Africa, when maybe a young man has completed school, and family background is very poor financially. You need to do this. And make sure you stay afloat. Make sure you get to a point you can help before you offer. And the second thing here, don't help when it threatens your survival. That's why I said don't sink yourself. When it threatens your survival. Seriously. If what I'm doing will threaten my family, what I'm doing will threaten my education, what I'm doing will threaten my business, I want to go in for a loan whereby my business will be killed. I remember I was asking a friend that I needed some money to do something, borrow me some money, so he lent me some money. In fact, sincerely, he came, he promised, but later when he looked at it, he said, no, if he gives me that money, it will threaten his business. Not that he doesn't have that, he can give me, but it will threaten his business, survival of his business. I understood him very well. Because you don't take your capital, which is you're using to run your business. Well, sometimes human beings can fail. So let's look at that very well when it threatens your survival. And the third thing here is when mostly I would say when you are not appreciated. Don't help when you are not appreciated. When the people don't respect, don't regard, don't see it as if you are the one in need, or you become. In fact, somehow even become, when it becomes like it's become even an albatross on your neck. Like, after all, he has to give me. If you not, this guy just don't. There's a young man who said he was helping a young lady, and the lady thought that he's just a gullible person. So you see him and you just and the young man got to know. He told one of her friends that this guy is a fool. Whenever I ask him, he gives me. And that was where he lost. The guy was just helping out of, and the guy wasn't his girl, his boyfriend. Or maybe something, you may think that there's something, so she's in quote, some way, somehow entitled in quote. Oh. Now, this point is very key, the last one. If you don't respect them, don't help them. Yes, that's the fourth point. If you don't respect the person, don't help the person. In fact, with that, there's even no blessing in it. There's no blessing in it. These last two, when you are not appreciated, I mentioned this one. Because when you when the last one, when you appreciate the third one, when you appreciate it even encourages you more to do more. And the last thing here, if you don't respect them, if you don't regard the person, if you think the person is a non-entity, why are you giving the person the gift? Why are you supporting the person? Why are you helping the person? In fact, help should start with respect. Bible says in Psalm 136 or verse 8, it says, even God had respect unto the lonely. God even respects us. How much more we? So if you don't respect the person, don't regard, don't help. Rather let somebody who respects the person help. So that's where I will end the help series here. Get in touch with us for leadership management and all other trainings. Have a wonderful weekend. GGM, improve mind generating genius. GGM, interrupting ignorance and scaring fear. Enjoy your weekend. Bye bye.